Alright, morning everybody, hope we're all fit and well. Great turnout today. So we'll get ourselves set up, so hopefully no illness, no injuries, not suffering the rain outside. So let's stand tall, get those feet set nicely under your hips, tummy's drawn in, shoulders back, arms down at the sides, and waking ourselves up as normal with those little leans forwards and back. Just finds that balance point. A little step if we need to stop us falling. That's it. Just wakes up those senses, gets that body ready to work. That's it. A few more times. That's it. Just catching the weight on the toes. And then back, so just before you think you're going to fall. That's it, one more. And then find that spot where we're nicely balanced. We're not falling forwards or back. Put hands onto hips, or one hand in front behind. And we loosen up that spine. We find that neutral spine. So we're just tilting that pelvis under and then putting that arch in the back. That's it. Just setting up that lower back, finding our neutral position. If you want to soften the knees a little bit, that sometimes helps, makes it more comfortable. That's it, a few more times. So just tilting under. That's good. And one more. That's it, we should be nicely set now, nicely balanced with a neutral spine. And let's get moving. So those feet are going now, we're pedaling those feet, pressing them down into the ground. And then our arms join in. So just walking arms, opposite arm, opposite leg. That's it. We'll just gradually increase the arm movement until we're taking it up to about shoulder height. And with the other arms pressing back. So we start to get that nice stretch in the shoulders. That's good. And then we're going to start to take it higher. So just increase that range of movement again, bringing it up. That's the arms nice and high. Push those arms back. So we're getting that stretch now across the chest and shoulders. Really starting to open up. So we stiffen up, we tighten up overnight, this loosens us out first thing. Excellent, couple more. One more each side. And bringing that back down. Good, still checking we got those feet nicely under our hips. We're just going to take a reach down to one side. That's it, and then the other. Reaching that out, gradually going a little bit wider with that reach. Still keeping the body straight, so we're not leaning forwards or back. Just taking it out to the side. So we're now reaching to shoulder height. Nice and wide. And we can let our head follow our hand now. So we're looking to that hand. And then I want you to start taking it slightly back and over that shoulder. Reach and turning slightly back. That's good. Now start to turn a bit more. So we're looking round behind. And we're going to keep those hands up now and rotate. Let your head follow your hands, looking around. And release your heel. So we're looking all the way around. That's good, a few more. Not too fast, we don't want to be getting dizzy. That's good. One more each way. And bringing that back to centre. Take a few seconds, just let that balance come back. Try and focus on something that might help you stop the room spinning a little bit. We're going to carry on with the rotational movement, but this time really controlled. Bit of a balance exercise as well. So I want you to stand on one leg. You can either lift the knee up or just pick that foot just off the ground. If you do really struggle with your balance, you can just lightly touch the toe on the floor. We're going to bring our arms up to 90 degrees and rotate the upper body. Good, one more. And bring that down, change legs. So reset yourself, pick that other foot up, get the balance, hands up, and rotate. One more. Okay, bring it down. So we're going to do that one again, but we're going to add in an extra little movement. So we're going to get some shoulder flexion in. So we're going to be bringing the shoulders down and back up. So back onto the first leg, onto one leg, bring those hands out. We're going to turn back to centre, press the arms down, all the way back up till you feel a stretch, rotate. Arms down, arms back, turn. Just working those rotator cuffs. Strengthening those shoulders. Good, one more. Bring it down, reset your balance onto the other leg, and we'll do that once more. So get yourself set, get that balance, elbows up, let's turn, in. So we're trying to keep those elbows out at 90 degrees all the time. Good, one more. And bring that down. Excellent, well done. Just shake that out. Okay, so back, feet nicely under those hips. We're standing tall, going to take hands up above the head. Just take it to one side, then the other. So we'll just do this a few times, and then we'll extend it round into that windmill. So a few just to get us moving. When we go into that windmill, feel free to soften the knees if you need, or keep the legs straighter for that deeper stretch. So we're ready. Next time, let's take it all the way around. Bringing that back up, change direction. That's it, excellent. Nice sweeping movement around. Bring it back up, change direction to the top. Soften those knees if you need to. If you do struggle with the lower back or the hamstrings, you can have soft knees as you go round. Or straighter to give us that deep stretch in the hamstring. And hopefully you'll find, as you've now done a few, you're reaching down, you're touching the floor a little lower. If you're on fingertips, you might be able to touch with your knuckles now. If you were just getting to your ankles, can you now touch your toes? That's it. Excellent. 2 more. Last one. And bringing that back down. Okay, so we're going to start into squats now. Just get those legs moving. But what I want you to do is start at one end of your mat. So standing fairly close to one side. We're going to do a few to get us going, and then we're going to make it into a travel. So just standard squats to begin with. So our feet are pointing forwards, our knees are travelling over our feet, bums sticking out behind. So as we're going down, we're sitting back, we're looking for that invisible small chair. That's it. Really good. A few more times. Good. 2 more. And bring that back up. Okay, so we're going to build this up now. We're going to start at one side of the mat with a single squat. We're then going to take a wide step into a wide squat. So we're going to single squat. We're going to go wide. Back into that narrow squat. Going wide. Narrow at the end. So we'll keep doing that. We're travelling most of the length of your mat. So it's a nice wide step for a single squat at the end. Excellent, keep that going. So we're wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Excellent, keep that going. So you should be travelling most of the length of your mat. Don't worry if your legs aren't as long as mine and you're not getting that far. Good, couple more. Good, 1 more to each end. Good, let's travel back to finish. Last one. And bring that back, well done. Okay, staying at this end of your mat. Feet nice under hips. Standing tall. We're going to roll ourselves down and back up. So it's hands high. Bring you down, tuck that chin, roll the shoulders, curl towards the feet, and we unroll, we stack those vertebrae, we come high, and bring it down again. Again, like with your windmills, if we need to soften those knees to protect that back, absolutely fine. Work to your own level at all times. But for for that deeper stretch, we can keep those legs straighter. That's it, nicely down and slowly back up. Hopefully finding that we're getting eased out. Everything that was tight and sore from overnight, you're starting to loosen out. That's it. Good. One more. We're going to build this exercise. So this time, we're going to take it down, we're going to roll down, we're going to walk ourselves out into that straight arm plank. If you need to work off your knees for the plank, absolutely fine, but still aim for that straight line from shoulder to knee or shoulder to feet. Are we ready? Hands high. We're going to roll it down. Down towards the floor, hands on the mat. Let's walk it out. And hold. 2 seconds. And bringing that back. Walk it back in. Bring it high. Good. So this time, when we pause in the plank, we're going to do a shoulder tap. 1 tap to each opposite shoulder. So let's go down. We're walking out. We're holding. And now tap. Tap. Walk back. Good. So we're going to build it one more. We're going to take it down. We're going to do a shoulder tap each side. Then we're going to do a leg lift each leg. So let's take it down. Go forward. Pause. Tap. Tap. Lift. Lift. And back. Good. So let's keep going with that. Bringing it down. Hands down. Walk out. Tap. Tap. Lift. Lift. And back up. Good. We'll do that twice more. Bring it back. Excellent. Walking that back up. One more time. Bring it down. Rolling down to the floor. Walking out. Hold. Tap. Tap. Lift that leg. Then the other leg. And let's drop to those knees. Sit back on your heels. And stretch in that child's pose. Excellent, well done. Okay, we're going to start down in our kneeling position, in that kneeling box. We're going to start with a thread the needle. So from that kneeling box, we take one of the supporting hands, we come under, we reach, we bring it back, we reach for the ceiling. So stay on one side, so we're going to do about 8 to 10 repetitions one side, then we'll switch over to the other side. So now we're on our hands again, we'll try not to have too many, we'll give you little breaks. So here we go, in that kneeling box, thread it through, bring it back and high, that's it. Really good. That's good. Couple more. Do one more, then change side. Bring it down. You can sit up, take the pressure off those hands if you need for a few seconds before we switch onto that other side. So when we're ready, back in position, Same again, 8 to 10 reps, depending on your speed. Off we go. Reach through and rotate. That's it. Couple more. Last one. And bring that down. You're going to sit back, release those hands. So we do have one more exercise back in that position. So we're going to go into our Superman. So we're going to start a few repetitions just in a simple basic movement. One arm extends, opposite leg back, down, change sides. Then we're just going to tweak it a little bit as we go. So in position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll extend. Go with that long straight line. Keeping those hips and shoulders level. That's good. Nice long straight line. Get the arm and leg extended. Good, a few more. Excellent, one more each side. And bring that down a few seconds. Just ease those wrists out. So we can do that once more, but this time, when we extend, long arm, long leg, I then want you to pulse the arm and legs up and down about 4 times, bring it in, change sides. So we extend, we're going to pulse for 4, bring it in. When we're ready, in position, let's extend. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it in. Extend, 1. That's it, excellent. Really good. Try to keep the arm and leg straight. So it's not a massive movement, just a little pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. One more each side. And bringing that down, really good. Okay, we're going to take ourselves down onto the mat. So we're going to go face down, legs extended, elbows up at 90 degrees. We're going to do our alternate arm and leg lift. So we're going to lift right arm, left leg, down. Left arm, right leg. Get yourselves in position. You can rest the head down or lift it, whichever you find most comfortable. So when we lift, it's round the back of the shoulder and the glute and hamstring. Let's go. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Keep it going. So it's not a really high lift. It's just nice and steady. That's really good. Just keep that movement going. Should take about a second or so to lift. Slight pause, and a second or so to lower. Excellent, keeping that moving. A few more times. Good, one more. And rest it down. So I want you to stay in the same position. So we face down, arms up, legs extended. So we're going to try and do like a dolphin lift. So we're going to raise our head and both arms. We're going to raise our legs off the floor. So it should just be our hips that are pressing on the floor. Everything else is lifting up. So face down. If you do find that difficult, you can lift upper body down, lower body second time. You can split that out if you do find it difficult. Let's go. Down we go. In position. And lift. Again, it's not a huge movement. You're just lifting those legs off the ground and that head, chest and arms off the floor. So working all that postural chain, the muscles down the back, into the lower back, and the glutes and the hamstrings to lift us up. All those muscles that make us stand up tall, stop us arching our back over as we sit at the desk. Excellent. Two more. One more. And resting that down. Well done. Okay, so I want you to go over onto your sides now. So we're going to lay extended out on your side, arm under the head, other hand in front for support. We're going to start with your scissors. So we've got long legs, we're going to scissor them forwards and back. So roll onto that side. Let's extend out. Extending those legs, lift them just off the floor if you can. Hand in front for support. And we're going to scissor those legs forwards and back. Excellent, nice and steady. So it's not a super fast movement. That's it. Really, really good. So we should be pivoting on that hip bone. Nice and steady. Really controlled movement. If you want to really challenge yourself, try to take your arm away. Challenge that balance. But aiming to keep on that hip bone, not falling forwards or back. That's it, good. Couple more. One more. And bringing that back down. Well done. We're going to keep the arms where they are, but bend your knees up. We're going to aim to lift your knees and your feet off the floor just a little bit. But if you do need to rest them down, not a problem. But we'll lift and we're going to open up that top knee like a muscle or a clamshell opening up. Using the muscles around the hip and in the bum to lift and rotate that knee. Make sure we keep those hips stacked. Try not to roll back onto your bum. You want to keep stacked. Pivoting at feet and at hip. So lift and open that knee. Really good, keeping that going. Nice and steady. Good, 2 more. And bringing that down, rest those feet on the floor. Bring your arm out at 90 degrees to the body. Place your other hand on top. We're going to open the door. So we're going to combine the 2 movements. So we're going to open, and then we're going to draw that semicircle around your head to recover. So the 2 different types of this movement, we join together, we open, trace that semicircle on the floor round. So again, really good for that shoulder mobility. Particularly the moment when we're stuck at desks, working on laptops and things, we tend to round our shoulders off. We don't do anything that strengthens them. We end up with quite poor posture, sore necks and shoulders. So if we keep some of this mobility in there, really going to help. So try and let your eyes follow your hand if you can. So as you reach over, turn the head to follow and trace it round the floor. Good, 2 more. 1 more time. That's it, really good. Bring that round. Excellent. So what I want you to do is either spin round or roll over. We're going to do those again, but in reverse order. So we're going to start with that open the door, into the muscle shell, clamshell exercise, finish with these scissors. So knees bent, arms at 90 degrees. Off we go. Let's open the door, reach and trace it round. That's it. Good. Really good. Keeping that going. We'll do 3 more. That's it. 2 more.
You're perfect.
1 more. And bring that back round. Excellent. So we're keeping those knees bent, but we're taking the arm now under the head, hand in front for support. Pick those feet and knees up off the floor if we can, but keep those hips stacked, one on top of the other. Imagine you've got your back up against the sofa or a wall or something, you can't roll back. We'll open that top knee. That's it, really good. Lifting, pivoting at the feet and the hips. Using those hip and bum muscles to lift and rotate that knee. Good, couple more. That's it. And we're bringing that back down. So we keep the arms where they are this time. And we straighten those legs, nice and long, straight body line. Lift the feet off the ground if we can. And let's scissor those legs forwards and back. Doesn't need to be a huge movement. It's about keeping control, keeping balance. Again, if you really want to challenge yourself, try to take the arm away. That's it. We're still keeping ourselves stacked, one hip on top of the other. Really, really good. Few more. That's it. 2 more. Last one. And bring that back down. Fantastic. Okay, I want you to go over onto your backs now. So we're going to lay back and bring our feet up into that tabletop position. So we're going to start with our toe taps. So we lay back, bring our feet up, so you've got that 90-degree bend at hip, 90-degree bend at knee. Hands point to the ceiling, so resembling that dying fly on the floor at the moment. We're going to tap one foot down and up. Everything else stays stationary. Just pivot at the hip, tap that toe. If we do want to make it a little harder, we can reach slightly further forwards. Just making sure we're still tapping with that toe. Good, tapping down. We're then going to bring the arms in, so we're going to drop opposite arm behind the head. So a bit of thinking. That's it, brain exercise is just as important as the body. So if you want to coincide breathing, we breathe in when we tap, breathe out as you come back. In and out. Excellent. That's really, really good. You might find gradually, as you're doing this exercise, the arch in the lower back starts to exaggerate with the weight of your feet and your knees pulling the pelvis forwards, arching that back more. Try and flatten that arch back out a little bit, not past where you would be naturally, but just keep control. If you found that arch is exaggerated, just bring it back. Engage that core to bring that arch under control. Good, couple more. One more on each side. And good, bring those knees in for a little hug if you need. Have a little stretch. So we're going to stay in the same leg position, so in that tabletop, but we'll bring our elbows into that pec deck position. So when we're ready, take feet up into that pec deck. So this time, instead of tapping down, we're going to lower one knee out to the side. So let's drop one knee down, other one stays vertical, bring it up, drop to the other side. So just drop it out. That's it. So if you need to picture what it looks like, picture yourself the other way up, you're a puppy cocking your leg on a lamppost. That's how that knee should be dropping out. We're going to bring the arms into play. So opposite arm drops out to the other side.
Soul is so pure.
That's it. Excellent. Nice and steady. Again, keeping that arch in the spine under control. Try not to let it exaggerate. Keeping your natural position by engaging that core. Really, really good. A few more times. So one more each side. And bring that in, give those knees a hug if you need. Okay, same position, but we're going to have our arms down on the floor. So your arms out in a slight V shape, knees up into tabletop. We're going to drop both knees out to the side. When your shoulder lifts, that's as far as we go. Bring the knees back to centre, rotate to the other side. So we're aiming to keep the shoulders down in contact with the floor. That's it. Just rotate those knees over, bring them back centre, drop over. good, nice rotation over. Fantastic, keep going, a few more. We've got one more exercise. Good, so once more each side. And bring that down. Okay, sit yourselves up. So bring yourself up to that sitting position. So sitting up nice and tall, nice straight back. Arms coming forwards. So this is our last one. We're going to start just with a bit of a roll back. Bringing it up straight. So a few times just to get us into the movement. That's it. A few more times. And then we're going to add to it. What we're going to do is add in those hand paddles. So next time we go back, we're going to bring that back. We're going to pause. We're going to beat those hands. So up and down as we hold. That's it. A few more times. And bring it back up. Take it back. Paddle those hands. That's it. And bring it up. Good. A few more times. We're nearly there. Good. And up. Take that back. Good. Bring it in. Take it back. And one more time. Taking it back for our last one. Let's do 10 more paddles. And bringing that up. Well done. Okay, slowly back up to your feet. Gradually stand up. Don't jump up too quick. You've been on the floor a long time. We don't want anybody crashing straight back down. So standing tall, taking that step back, feet parallel, back leg straight, giving that calf a stretch, hands together, reaching out in front. That's it, let your head drop. And relax that one there. Opposite leg goes back, nice and straight, those feet parallel. This time hands in the small of the back, chest forwards. That's it. Now stretch across the chest as we're stretching out that calf. Good, bringing that back in. So standing tall, feet under those hips, hands up above the head. And we're just going to lean that forwards, reaching down towards those toes. Keep your legs straight. Can you touch the floor? Can you touch your toes? How low can we get? Slowly bringing that back up. Standing tall, let's pick up one leg. Giving that thigh a nice stretch. That's it. Change legs. Really good. Feet down. Just take them wide. And have that sweep through. Have that really nice stretch of the whole body. One more time. This one takes us up onto those toes. Reach for the sky for 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done.